dismounted the golf cart and tackled Mr. Hill to the ground with a knee in his back for several minutes, would not let him up. Mr. Hill was saying, "I can't breathe. Please let me turn over."
Tonight, Lane County and multiple agencies facing a civil rights lawsuit accused of assaulting a black man that was attending the Lane County Fair 2 years ago. The lawsuit claims the Lane County Sheriff's mounted posse and the fair's private security firm chased and tackled that Portland man kneeling on his back. Now he's suing for racial profiling and assault. KVAL's Golden Meadows spoke with his lawyer about the case.
Excitement marked the 20-year-old Kev Hill's trip from Portland to Eugene to attend the Lane County Fair for the first time in July of 2023. But the trip and his life were flipped upside down, allegedly at the hands of the Lane County Sheriff's mounted posse. What Hill's lawyer says Hill, a black man, couldn't have known was that the night before, a shooting happened at the fair. The lawyer says the next night when Hill arrived in town and went to the fair with friends, the shooter was still at large and the posse got their sights set on him as the suspect because of his race, how he walked, and the sweatpants and top he wore.
After the friends walked into the fair that night, Mr. Hill was approached from behind by a man in a cowboy hat with what looked like, jeans, boots with spurs, and a gun on his hip, tried to grab Mr. Hill. Mr. Hill pulled away. The persons pursued him, so he ran back out of the fairgrounds.
Hill ran several blocks, Montgomery says, and was allegedly chased by members of the sheriff's mounted posse in a golf cart, as well as Iron Shield LLC private security guards at the fair. According to his lawyer, Hill then collapsed from an asthma attack in the parking lot of Emmaus Lutheran Church, where the posse allegedly assaulted him.
To come and visit our community, looking to see what our community has to offer and enjoy that time with his friends, his loved ones, and to be suddenly grabbed and snatched in the way that he was, very reminiscent of what we're seeing in kind of ICE tactics currently. It's terrifying. I mean, someone you don't know trying to grab you without identifying themselves.
A lawsuit was filed Tuesday against Lane County, the Lane County Sheriff's mounted posse, the Lane County Fair Board, and several other defendants, including Sergeant Levi McKinney with the Lane County Sheriff's Office and former Lane County Sheriff Byron Trapp. The filing cites a violent, racially motivated assault on a young black man by armed civilians as a cause for more than just physical harm. I reached out to the Lane County Fair Board for comment, and they referred me to the county. The county and the Lane County Sheriff's Office let me know they cannot speak on pending litigation. Charles says Hill is seeking justice.
They're looking for, some of that harm repair there financially. So that's one part of that justice. Community side of this aspect, realistically, the Lane County Mounted Posse shouldn't exist.
The lawsuit alleges the Eugene Police Department, which was heading the shooting investigation, informed several of the defendants that Hill was not a suspect in the fair-related shooting. Still, they continued to detain him. It goes on to say that it wasn't until witnesses began to record the incident that Hill would be released. Sergeant McKinney saying Hill could go but would be barred from the fair.
This case raises the questions about the role and authority of civilian volunteers acting under color of law or acting in this quasi law enforcement capacity with firearms.
While the Lane County Sheriff's Office wasn't mentioned in the lawsuit, the posse does fall under their jurisdiction. And according to its constitution, anyone 21 and older can join who wants to perpetuate customs and traditions of the early days of the state of Oregon. Volunteers become duly sworn deputy sheriffs who serve at the pleasure of the sheriff, with the sheriff named as the commander of the posse. To be clear, posse members are not sheriff deputies. Members are mounted and able to be armed or unarmed. Defendants now have a month to file an answer to the lawsuit admitting or denying the claims. In Lane County, I'm Gold Meadows.
Now, according to Eugene police, 3 18-year-olds were ultimately arrested in connection with the shooting. That shooting happening the day before Hill arrived to Eugene did result in the injury of one person. If you haven't had a moment to scan the QR code on your screen, head to our website, kval.com. There you can find our previous coverage from the night of the shooting incident, and you can find our full interview with both the lawyer representing Hill in this case as well as the NAACP on our YouTube channel.